What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is main deck Monday, and we're looking over the Zygarde-Carbink deck. And this list actually made top 8 at Florida Regionals in the Junior Division. It was piloted by Benny Billinger. I changed the list up just a little bit. I think I cut like a Olympia, cut a light, or added a Lysandre, cut something else for Trainers Mail. But overall, it's a really, really interesting idea, and I love, like, Zygarde's a really cool attacker. Like, looks amazing. He's a cool attacker, has all these really cool moves, and he also has this really amazing item card, or I guess a tool card. Power Memory, all cells burns, does 200 damage, but discard 3 energy attached to this Pokemon. So pretty much knocks out whoever he wants to, and you can attach like Strong Energy to it, do 220, 240, which is amazing. Now, I think at the end of the video, I talked about how adding like maybe a Garbodor in, a Brock's Grit. I would actually probably add a 3/3 Carbink break line as well. It might be kind of hard to fit that in there, but let's go over the deck and let's see what's it about. Now, Zygarde, like I said, is our main attacker. He has attack Lance Pulse, 20, their standard card play, does 20 more damage. Storm, 60, heal 30 from his Pokemon, and Land's Wrath from 400. Now, like I said earlier, the main kind of thing we want to use is this Power Memory, and the way we can power up our Zygarde is through Carbink Break. Carbink Break does have the Diamond Gift attack, 20, attach 2 energy cards from your discard pile to one of your fighting Pokemon. And this way, like, let's say you get a Zygarde powered up, you use the All Cells Mars, take a knockout, well, then you can switch to Carbink Break, use Diamond Gift, attach 2 fight energies, and the next turn, do another attack for 200 damage, which is fantastic. It's really cool. I love this attack. Like, it reminds me of G-Booster. G-Booster only discarded 2. This one discards 3, and as that was an ace spec, this was not an ace spec, but still, 200 damage with Strong Energy. You can do 220, 240, 260 if you wanted to, 280. Hey, if you have 4 Strong Energies, you can do 280 with 4 Strong on there and knock out pretty much anybody in the game. Now, Carbink also has a really cool effect as well. Like, Carbink Break's really good, but Carbink by itself is really strong. It has this ability Safeguard, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon EX. So if you're playing against a deck that has only EX Pokemon, you can single-hand win that way. And let's say like they only play EX Pokemon, no Hex Maniac, that's just an auto win. Like, you automatically win that, which is fantastic. So Safeguard could sometimes just win you games by itself. Then let's only plays 1 Shaymin to help setup, and a 2/1 Garbodor. Now, if the 2/1 Garbodor's in there, is for like Greninja and Volcanion, stuff with abilities. Like, Greninja and Volcanion are the 2 main reasons. Like, if you get Garbodor out, you pretty much almost seal the game up. You'll see what I'm talking about for sure, but maybe you don't. If you don't want Garbodor in there, which I'm still not 100% sold on it, I don't know how big it's going to be at Fort Wayne. I know Volcanion will be big, but I don't know how big Greninja is going to be. It still could be like really big, don't get me wrong. Like, Garbodor is a really, really dominant card in standard, though. That's the problem. So if you think there's not going to be a lot of Greninja, you cut the Garbodor out, put a 3/3 Carbink in there, which I think might be a better play for sure, just so you can power your Zygardes even easier. And there we go. Of course, Garbodor, like I said, Garbotox and shutdown abilities. It's for Greninja and Volcanion, which does make you struggle a little bit. So 3 Max Elixir, we're trying to get those Zygardes powered up ASAP. 1 Super Rod, shuffle 3 Pokemon or energies back at your deck. 3 Switch, and this is for Zygarde. Zygarde does have a 3 retreat cost, but after you attack with the All Cell Storms, you have no energy attached to you, so you can't retreat. 4 Trainers Mail, 4 Ultra Ball, 4 via Seeker. The next plays 2 Lysandre, bring Pokemon off the bench. 2 in, shuffle, draw. Olympia, which is really good as well. Like, if you have a via Seeker but no switch, you can grab Olympia. And also, you can heal that 30 damage as well, which is fantastic. 4 Sycamore, discard, draw 7. And 1 Skyla, which is a card we haven't seen too much. Search deck for a train card, reveal it, and put it in your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. Now, this is going to be really good to help you out, search for like that Power Memory out of nowhere. Like, let's say you can take a knockout, but you don't have a Power Memory, but you have a VS Seeker and a Skyla discard pile. Well, then you get VS Seeker for Skyla, get the All Cells bar or Power Memory, and take a knockout that way, which is fantastic. Now, the deck does play 3 Scorched Earth, discard a fighting energy from your hand to draw 2 additional cards, just with help setting up, put more fighting energy in the discard pile as well, which is fantastic. 2 Float Stone, mainly for Garbodor to give that free retreat. Carbink only has a 1 retreat cost, so not too bad. Like, you're going to have 1 energy on it, regardless, to attack with Diamond Gift. 3 Power Memory, like I said, all cells burns, probably our main attacker in this game. 4 Strong Energy, so you do additional 20 damage to the active Pokemon, and 8 Fighting Energy. And there we go, that's the deck of Zygarde-Carbink, like I said. You use Zygarde, all cells burn, take a knockout, pretty much anybody you want to, and then use Carbink Break, the Diamond Gift, put it back on there. It's a really cool idea. We haven't seen it played too much, but it did make top 8 in the, like I said, the Junior Division in Orlando, and I think it's a really cool concept. I think it could take down Like the Darker Giratina decks, I think he can take like Mewtwo. I don't know what he lost to in top 8, which is the only unfortunate thing. Like there's Darker Giratina. He might have got paired against the Greninja and maybe had a bad setup. Gardevoir could actually be a really terrible matchup for you, which might be the downside of playing this deck. But if Darker Giratina, Mewtwo, Garbodor, then you probably be able to take those two decks down. Darker Giratina for sure, which is definitely like the most hyped deck going into Fort Wayne coming up. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see the deck in action. Alright, putting his Bass Slapper 74 playing is it a mirror match? Still fighting Psychic is something else. It could be maybe a mirror match. Like, we don't play any Steel Pokemon, but they do. So that would be the only difference. The coin flip, hopefully we'll be able to go first. Get those energies on Zygarde. Alright, so we lost coin flip. That's whatever. We'll still maybe attack on the first turn, which is great as well. So on to my opponent's turn. Or maybe get that turn 1, 200. So we got that Carbink, Ultra Ball, Power Memory, got a Fighting Energy as well. So we'll put the Carbink down, press done, and we'll probably just dig for a Zygarde. Maybe, like I said, try to get that turn 1 Power Cell. So it looks like a Mega Scizor deck. So yeah, Scizor in the active spot. Mega Scizor versus a Zygarde deck. So as soon as it's going to go to the active. Now, we still can one-shot these Scizors because of the Strong Energies, which is great. So we see Steel Energy, we see a Spirit Link, and do we go crazy trying to get a turn 1 knockout? There's a Reverse Fly coming down as well. We'd have to get fairly lucky. Like get a Zygarde. We already have the Ultra Ball for Zygarde. We have a Power Memory. We have a Fighting Energy. If we get double Max Elixir, we could do it. So a 7 cards going down opponent. Now the Carbink break trick's not gonna work too much because our opponent probably has Garbodor. Can get the Carbink, make it where Carbink breaks. I mean, Carbink's not really that useful. Safeguards the key thing. What I was gonna say. So we see a Float Stone just pass onto our turn. All right, so we get in. Do we go for it or not? We can Ultra Ball, discard a Fighting and an in to grab a Zygarde. Okay, so let's grab a Zygarde. How many? So 3 Max Elixirs. We have 7 Fighting and 3 Strong. So grab this Zygarde. Put that guy down. Put down the Power Memory. And we'll Shaymin for 4 new cards. Can we find a Strong Energy and a Max Elixir? Come on. And there's a Max Elixir number 1. So we'll play that. We'll get a Fighting Energy, put on the Zygarde. And I'm actually going to via Seeker for an in. I don't want to Juniper discard the stuff away, so we'll play an in. And if we get a Max Elixir, Energy, and a Switch, we can take a knockout right now. There's a Float Stone, a Strong Energy, and a Strong Energy. No, we barely whiffed it, unfortunately. And we played our only Shaymin, so we can't put that down either. So Float Stone, retreat to the Zygarde. We can't even go. We can put down Scorched Earth just to put the Reverse Valley. Strong Energy the active, and we'll go for the Cell Storm for 80 damage. Not gonna heal anybody, but hey, 80, not too bad. We can also land draft for the knockout next turn, but he'll probably get Mega Scizor out next turn and start using his attack. It discards a special energy off your active, which is very bad. But we can put another Strong Energy on the active, heal us, but he could probably knock us out the following turn. So managing onto the active, I think it does 120. Ooh, it's a Lucario Scizor deck. So Scizor, Max Elixir. Okay, look at top cards of their deck, and do they find a energy put on that Scizor? We just barely missed it. We had to hit another Max Elixir, we would have had it. Well, if we hit an energy off the Max Elixir, of course. So put energy on that guy, and we'll both get a new hand of 6, which could be fantastic. We can switch into Carbink Break and attack with it this turn. So it's Trubbish, Max Elixir. Okay, there's a switch that we need. We also have a Max Elixir as well. We can put on the Carbink if needed. Scizor spilling on that guy. Okay. And doesn't want to even discard an energy. If they don't, no, there's Mega Scizor. So yeah, they're going to use the Iron Crusher, discard special energy off the Zygarde. And another Scizor coming down as well. But I don't think they play Garbodor. Now, they do have Psychic. That could be for Hoopa. That could be for Garbodor. Team Flagrant. Registeel, okay. 2 trades as well. A Lettered Shaymin in the discard pile. So he Float Stone going to that guy. And we'll probably see an Iron Crusher for sure, discarding the Strong Energy off the active. You can discard either the Special Energy or a Stadium, and I imagine they're going to discard that Strong Energy. But we do have Carbink. Maybe get the Carbink Breakout next turn. 120 damage coming down, and we'll see the Strong Energy most likely get bumped off this Zygarde, unfortunately. But onto our turn, what do we find? We get a Float Stone, so we'll Max Elixir, look at the top cards of our deck. We'll get a Fighting Energy, put down the Carbink, which is great. We will then switch into the Carbink, Float Stone the Shaymin, and we are going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards, looking for that Carbink Break, and there's a Max Elixir, but hey, there's Carbink Break as well, so put down the Carbink Break. Do we have 2 fightings already? This card probably have 1 and 2, so yeah, put down the Zygarde, Max Elixir. Put a fighting energy on this Zygarde. Put a fighting energy on this one. And we're actually going to use the Diamond Gift, and we're attach two fighting energies onto the Zygarde, so 1 and 2. And we're put on the new Zygarde, and we do have another Cell Storm in our deck somewhere. So under our opponent's turn, next turn we can just like Cell Storm. Actually, it doesn't knock it out. We can use Lysandre for this guy for 120 to knock out this guy. There's a Max Elixir. Going to look at the top cards of their deck, and let's see what do they find. Looks like they'll find nothing. Okay. What we could do next turn is I don't know. I was thinking like switch into Zygarde, then Olympia into the Zygarde-EX to take a knockout that way, but that doesn't seem very good either. Do they play Crush Hammer? We know they have Team Flugger in the discard in their prize cards, but it doesn't want to have a Hex Maniac because right now I do not see a Hex Maniac in the discard pile. That's what they need to hurt this Carbink. So we're going to see a treat into the Riolu, and we're most likely going to see it pass. Okay. So Float Stone going down to Riolu. All right. So I think what I'm gonna do. Oh, there's Strong Energy. 4, 6. We're not gonna take a knockout if we attack with this guy. We could switch Lysandre, bring up this guy, take a knockout, but this guy smack us for a ton of damage. But I think that's the play. I think we're gonna switch into no. We should have switched. We had Free Retreat. What am I thinking of? We had Float Stone on the active. Why did we play Switch? Oh, man, that was a dumb mistake on my part. So we should have said Switch for Zygarde later on. But we'll Lysandre bring up this Scizor off the bench. So Lysandre bring up this guy. And we're just going to land Wrath for 120 and knock out that guy. And we'll go down to 4 prize cards. Unfortunately, we cannot see our prize cards like our opponent can. So we'll just have to grab randomly a Strong Energy and a Trubbish. Alright. So maybe we'll get another Cell Storm. Or Power Memory. Sorry, I don't know why I'm saying Cell Storm. Power Memory. If we can knock out a Scizor EX in the following turn, if he does send that up. So we see Scizor EX coming down. Now, if I'm my opponent, I definitely send the Riolu up to retreat into Scizor. Use the Gale Thrust, at least hit for something. Because right now, I don't think Gale Thrust activates, does it? It might only do 50. So Gale Thrust. And does it do 110 or 50? Yeah, 50. He should have sent the Riolu up. But it doesn't matter. On to our turn. What we're going to do is Olympia into the Zygarde with the Power Memory. Put a Strong Energy on the active. Put down Trubbish, so we don't draw into it. And we'll go for the All Cells Burn for 200 damage. We'll have to discard a Fighting Energy, but whatever. We'll take a knockout. I'll discard those 3 energies. And we'll go down to 2 prize cards, 1 and 2. We have a Trainers Mail and a Scorched Earth. So what we could potentially do is find another Power Memory, a Switch, maybe a Lysandre, and knock out the Scizor for the game. So our opponent's turn. Gonna draw a card, and right now we're looking fantastic. My opponent, okay, there's a Hoopa, so they'll find a Shaymin this way most likely, unless they have all their Shaymin's prize. But at 6-2, we're looking great playing against the Scizor deck. Like I was a little bit scared. Megas are a little bit scary playing Zygarde, but wow, just a Mega Scizor and a Magearna. So we'll see Magearna come down and probably a Scizor. So they looks like maybe they only play one Shaymin like we do, and looks like they prized it, unfortunately. So Magearna, Mega Scizor coming down, and on to our turn. What kind of combo can we find? There's a VS Seeker, okay. If we can find a Power Member, we can take the game. No, we can't. We have to find a... Ooh. We have to find a Switch and a Power Member with the 2 Trainers Spells. So Trainers Spell number 1. We get a Skyla. We'll grab that right now. It seems good. Grab the Power Member for next turn. Trainers Mail. Oh, there's a Power Memory, but we can't switch Power Memory at the same time. Alright, so we're going to grab Power Memory. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... Skyla for a Switch. If there's one left in our deck, yeah, Skyla for the Switch. We will switch into the Carbink. Put a Power Memory with this guy, Strong Energy this guy, and we're going to Diamond Gift for 20 damage and put 2 energies on the Zygarde. So that way we have 2 attackers ready to go next turn to use that all cells, this, oh my goodness, I keep forgetting it. The Power Memory attack, there we go, called All Cells Burn. Okay, so next we have the VS Seeker. We can bring up whoever we want to win the game. We can bring up the Mega Scizor. We can take a knock on that. We do 240 with this guy. We can bring up the Magearna. We do a ton of damage to that guy. My opponent needs like triple energy denial hammers right now. Oh no, they need double. They need double energy denial hammers, like one of this guy, and then we can't take a knockout next turn. There's a VS Seeker for it in, so we're going to go down 2. He's going to go down 2 as well. He did like play a smart grab in the end, like we already had the game in our hand. There's a Trainers Mail, another Carbink break, and doesn't want to find a Lucario. Right now he cannot hurt. There's just a energy going to the Mega Scizor. But what does he do? As soon as he attacks this guy, we're gonna win the game. We're just gonna go up and bop him with either Zygarde or Zygarde. Both of these have this power memory. Looks like we're good to go. I mean, I'm pretty sure we take this game. There's an Ultra Ball, discarding a Lysandre and Professor Letter. Like I said, his only out is like maybe a Lysandre to knock out this guy while discarding these energies. That's his only real play. So see a Lucario coming down. He can put on the active, but he cannot attack us this turn. That Lucario needs 1 energy and 2 energy to even do anything. Alright, so let's see. We'll probably see a pass most likely. Now, what we could do is just Power Memory again. They receive a Garbodor, so we'll Trainers Mail. And, okay, so we'll grab Sycamore. We'll discard our hand, draw 7 cards. I'll put down no, we'll just Sycamore. We don't really care about putting on Garbodor, really. Still, there's a Fight Energy, okay, Super Rod, Ultra Ball. So I'm going to just thin our deck out as much as we can. We already have the VS Seeker in hand next turn to win the game. So I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard 1 to 2. Just to get something out. Okay, looks like no more Pokemon are left in our deck. And this is we have 2 VS Seekers left, okay? So I'm going to hold on to the Super Rod. And I'm actually going to the VS Seeker. And I'm actually going to Super Rod, shuffle back in the 1 fighting. Maybe we'll draw into it. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe we should have just... I was thinking like we just shuffle 3 fighting energies left in the deck, but we don't have 3 in there. So we'll get that guy as we'll grab Carbink and Carbink Break. Okay, yeah, we'll grab those 2. And we will just Diamond Gift for 20. I guess, like, realistically, we should have just Diamond Gift for that Super Rod. I was like, oh, we'll Super Rod, put 3 fighting energies in there, so that way if he ends us, we can at least just Scorched Earth, draw more cards. But we do have two VS Seekers and a 2 VS Seekers and 1 Trainer as well. There's an N. Alright, if I draw into these fighting energies and draw into one of these Pokemon, I'll be very upset. Okay. Oh, well, there's a fighting energy. We can use Scorched Earth, so maybe me Super Rod those energies back in there might be really helpful. So we see a fighting Metal Mega Scizor, but like I said, if he attacks with this Mega Scizor, he's going to lose the game. There's a Reverse Flag coming down. Okay. We still can win the game with this guy. Lands draft us 240. Minus 20 is 220. So that's fine. There's a VS Seeker for Brock's Grit. He cannot use that right now. He's already played a Supporter Guard. And unfortunately, since he bumped us, we can't even use our Scorched. There's a Sycamore. Man. Okay, so I'm going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 cards. Alright, there's Scorched Earth, Strong Energy. Alright, so put down Scorched Earth. We'll put a Fighting Energy on a Trubbish so we don't draw back into it. And we will just Diamond Gift for another 20 damage. And we'll put a Fighting Energy onto somebody. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We'll put it onto the guy with less or the most HP, because like I said, he can Lysandre this guy and energy now this guy, but then if he does like a Enhanced Hammer or something, we have this guy, we can still take a knockout. There's a Carbalion coming out, and doesn't want to have another end. They need it in right now, because they do not, we'll win. Okay, there's a Lysandre, bring it to Zygarde. He can take a knock on it, but like I said, he needs a way to discard these energies. If he does not, we are going to win this game. We're going to bring up Magearna, bring up Hoopa, use it, and we're going to take a knockout. So yeah, we see the Mega Scizor come up. We'll see a knockout, but then we have Lysandre, bring up the Hoopa, and do 220 to it. Do we have another Strong Energy left in our deck? We have 2, 3. We do have 1 Strong Energy somewhere, but I'm going to send it to Zygarde. Do we dig for a Strong Energy just like, oh man, I mean, regardless, like, we're not going to waste a Supporter card, but I really want to knock out this Mega Scizor one hit with this Zygarde. Alright, so no, he discards, we just win. We just sent this guy, he does 220 already. So yeah, we'll send this guy, he doesn't have resistance at all, he doesn't have the Reverse Valley either, so we'll send this guy, and we will just all Cells Born, for 200 damage, and 220, and winning the game, and there we go. We'll discard the 3 energies, we'll keep the Strong Energy on that guy. And there we go. Zygarde taking a win against the Mega Scizor deck. Oh, man. Man. The Strong Energy was in there. We could have done 240 if we wanted to instead. But there we go. We'll see one more game with the Zygarde-Carbink deck. And hopefully it's another great victory. We almost had that turn 1 donk. But we whiffed the other Max Elixir. But still, it was a really good game. And we'll see what happens in the next game. Hopefully we get another victory with the Zygarde-Carbink break. Alright, we'll see you in a second. Alright, putting against 5 Beyond Kyria, playing a Fire, Water, and a Colors deck, which most likely means a Volcanion deck. Like, if usually when you see Fire, Water, you think Volcanion, unless it's some kind of weird combo. But we'll call heads like always. And we do play Garbodor. That's the thing. If we get Garbodor out, we might be okay. I can't really use his attacks at all. Or can't use his I always forget what that thing's called. It's not Pump Up Smash. It's I forget what it's called. Steam Up. There we go. So press stun. We got an Ultra Ball. We can get a Trubbish out. We see Scorched Earth and Fire Energy. I mean, yeah, duh. Volcanion. I forget. I was like, oh, Scorched Earth for fighting Pokemon. What is he doing? But it's for fire and fighting. Sorry, I had a brain fart there for a second. Okay, so what I'm planning on doing this turn is just Ultra Ball, discard a Fighting Energy and Sycamore, grab a Trubbish and just pass. Next turn, play the Sycamore. We'll draw a new card. There's a Carbink Break and there's a Volcanion. All right. Actually, we probably need to dig for more cards because he can knock us out this turn. So we'll Ultra Ball, discard the Fighting and the Strong Energy. Is there another Carbink Break in our deck? There's not, unfortunately. Okay, that's not good. So we'll grab Trubbish, we'll put that guy down, and we're just going to Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Unfortunately, hopefully find a Zygarde and some energies, or Zygarde, Trubbish. Okay, so put down Zygarde, we'll put down Zygarde, we will oh, man, this is actually... Okay, we'll put down Trubbish and just pass right now. I don't want to Trainers Mail and then hit a supporter card my opponent hands us, and then we don't have anything. We can also top deck a Fighting Energy and then dig more with Scorched Earth and then Trainers Mail. So I'm fine with keeping this right now. Now he could knock us out, right? It's pretty easy. He could do 90 damage. I think it's 90. If he gets what 3, 6, he has to get down 3 Volcanion EXs. So Fire Energy went to the active, but no energy on our side of the field. So Volcanion EX coming down. All right, has that Steam Up ability. Discard a Fire, do 30 more damage. So see Steam Up number 1, discarding a Fire Energy, doing that additional 30 damage, and can use Power Heater, bring those Fire Energies from discard pile back onto his field. So we see Float Stone going to Volcanion EX. And Shaymin coming down, going to set up for 4 new cards. Now, the Float Stone of Volcanion EX is actually great for me, because if we want to use that Memory Cells tool, you know, we did 200 damage, but if he puts down a Fighting Fury Belt, it makes it have, like, what, 220? Which is not that very hard. Like, we play Strong Energies, that's no problem. So we see Scorched Earth, discarding Fire, draw 2 new cards. Alright. I guess we could have put our own Scorched Earth down so we don't draw into it. But there's a Fighting Fury going down to the active, give it 170 HP. An intake coming down with the Combat Blaze. Alright. And there's a Power Heater, so not very strong turn 1, just 60 damage. And gonna put a Fire Energy probably on the intake, most likely. Yeah, Fire Energy on the intake and Fire on the Volcanion. Alright, so on our turn, what do we find? We find a Fighting Energy. So I'm gonna Scorched Earth, discard a Fighting, draw 2 new cards. Then I would Trainers Mail, just dig a little bit deeper. And wow, there's okay, so we'll grab an Ultra Ball. Okay, so we will Max Elixir. Nothing there either. Wow, we would have been waiting for a long time too. We have Super Rod, everything else. Alright, so we won't grab anything right now. We'll Ultra Ball, discard a Switch, and no, we'll discard the double Scorched Earth. Get out of Shaymin. We do have the Garbodor deck, so grab Shaymin, put a Fighting Energy on the active. Oh man, our level Carbink surprised though. I mean, discard pile. No, we'll put a Zygarde and we will Shaymin for 5 new cards. Looking for a Garbodor and a Float Stone to turn on that Garbo Toxin. So, okay, so Trainers Mail. We'll grab a Power Memory. Put that on one of the Zygardes. We will Max Elixir with the top cards of our deck. And there's a Fighting Energy, okay? So put in this guy as well. And I guess we will just Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright. And can we find a Garbodor and a Float Stone? And no! Okay, we have a Trainers Mail. Come out, Ultra Ball, and nothing. Alright, so grab that. And yeah, we'll just pass right now. He'll probably take a knockout going down to 5 prize cards, but he didn't play a supporter card either last turn, which is fantastic. If we top deck a strong, we can Lysandre and bring up the Shaymin, take a quick... No, we actually can't take a knockout because that's resistant. Alright, so that's not good either. I think our plan is to promote a Trubbish, Float Stone, Zygarde in down to 5, because I really don't discard 2 Lysandres and Sycamore. We're already down 1 via Seeker, and then now we're down 2 Lysandres, or maybe it doesn't do anything. Maybe it won't hurt too bad. Alright, so there's a Professor Sycamore going to search for 2 Fire Energies. He can Steam Up and discard 1 with the Scorched Earth, which is fine. That's a great combo, so 2 Fire Energies going to his hand. The thing we have to worry about is this Combat Blaze, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. It does 120 right now with the Intake, so the Intake could just Lysandre Garbodor, take a knock on it. So see the Steam Up, discarding Fire. Okay, he's going to do additional 30 damage. Most likely not going to Carbink out, right? Unless he Lysandre's turn to knock out a Trubbish. But even then, yeah, he does knock out a Trubbish. No, he doesn't. He only does 60. So we see a Fire is going to Intake. Okay, an in. So yes, alright, that's good for us. I mean, we didn't touch the Float Stone. I didn't want to touch Float Stone just in case he had Lysandre to bring up a Trubbish. So there's a Float Stone, okay, Sycamore, Fighting Energy. We can, okay, We can either do two things. We can be really aggressive, Lysandre the Volcanion EX, take a knockout with the Lysandre all cells burn, which seems like a fantastic play. Because I don't think he retaliated knockout the following turn. But the thing is, we don't have Super Rod, we don't have Carbink Breakout right now. And that's what we really need. We need this Carbink Break to come back online. Unfortunately, we cannot do that right now. We do need to find a Super Rod and then shuffle that back in there, find a Carbink Break, which is very hard to do. And there's a Parallel City, gonna put us down to 3, which is fine. I'm gonna discard Shaymin and a Zygarde. Yeah, that's fine. I want to keep both Trubbish down, just in case my opponent does Lysandre Trubbish, knock it out. Maybe we'll draw a Super Rod then. So we see 40 damage coming down. Gonna take a knockout going down to 5 prize cards. But if we touch that Garbodor, like I said, we can knock out. He can't use his abilities. I think we're gonna knock out Volcanion. I think that's the best play. So set up Zygarde. All right. And on our turn, what do we find? We get a VS Seeker. So I'm going to put a Fight Engine in this guy. Lysandre, bring up Volcanion. And I'm going to also Smarts for the knockout. Yeah, this seems fine to me. He can't do too much, so Float Stone this guy, and we're gonna also Smart for 200. Now, the reason I'm Float Stone now is just in case he like ends us, we won't draw into that Float Stone again. Or we don't want to draw into that Float Stone again. So there's an end and a Float Stone. Okay, we can Float Stone the other Trubbish as well. And next turn, he's probably going to send the Volcanion. Use that Power Heater attack. Not doing that much damage. Then we can Lance Pulse for more damage. But I really need to find the Super Rod, put this Carbinks back in our deck. There's a Scorched Earth coming down. And he probably only plays like 2 Parallel City. And since he played the Parallel City, Entei's really not going to do too much damage. There's an Ultra Ball. Go and discard 2 cards from his hand. Discards a Lysandre and Fire Energy. And what does he decide to get out? Maybe Volcanion next to do more damage. He can't take a knock on our Zygarde. Ooh, a Shaymin, okay? Shaymin's coming down are fantastic for us because that's more damage, like easier knockouts we can do. Fighting from going down to the Entei, just give it a 160 HP, and these non-EX attackers are going to be a pain in the butt. Alright, so we'll see a Shaymin come down, set up. Oh, he's doing a V-Seeker first for a Lysandre. Gonna bring up probably the Trubbish with the Float Stone. So yeah, Lysandre, bring up the Trubbish with the Float Stone, which is fine. We have another Trubbish Float Stone. We're okay. Shaymin coming down. Going to set up for 4 new cards. Or 5 new cards. He still needs to find 2 Volcanions. Yeah, he has to find 2 Volcanions to even do anything. 2 Volcanions and 2 Fire Energies before he can take a knockout. So we see Shaymin coming down. Going to set up for those 6 new cards. Unfortunately, we have not found that one Garbodor. I know it's in the deck. I've seen it myself. We just have not found it. Oh, man. Alright, so going to set up, does he find 2 Volcanions? He's already played his Porter card. He can just Power Heater for 30 damage, which is not too strong. He can also, well, he can't retreat. He doesn't have enough energies. And there's another baby Volcanion coming down, fighting through on that guy as well. Okay, so maybe our plan, maybe we'll have to knock out these baby Volcanions. Like, I think that's what we have to do here. So let's see Power Heater for 30 damage. Going to attach the Fire Energies to probably the Volcanion and a Shaymin to give it free retreat. So yeah, Volcanion, Shaymin, on to our turn. What do we get? We get an Ultra Ball. Alright, so we'll Float Stone the other Trubbish. We'll Ultra Ball, discard the Olympia. And how many ends are a discard pile? So yeah, we'll discard these 2. Grabbing a Garbodor. Okay. We'll put the Garbodor on the active, and we will play it in. Put opponent on 5, we get 4, or we could Sycamore. How many okay, 1. Okay, I'm a Sycamore. I'm a Sycamore dig. I'm trying to find the Super Rod, like I said. Okay, Super Rod, which is fantastic. So Super Rod, shelf back in 1, 2, and 3. All right. We will Strong Energy the Zygarde, retreat into it, and we will use that Lance Pulse for 20, 40, 60 damage to that Volcanion. And next turn, can we knock it out? 6, 8, but no, we can't knock it out. But we can heal that 30 damage that this Volcanion is going to do this turn, unless he retreats this guy or the Entei. But Entei is going to do 60, which is still not enough. This Cell Storm is going to be fantastic. We're going to constantly heal this damage off these Volcanions, and that's what's probably going to win us this game. Unless he can, like, Lysandre or bring it to Garbodor, take a knockout. But he also needs it. He needs a Switch and a Lysandre to knock out the Garbodor right now, because that Volcanion does have a 2 retreat cost, okay? But even if he knocks out the Volcanion, the Garbodor are fine with this. He has 1 space for Volcanion EX, and I think our plan is to knock out like 2 of these guys, and then knock out a Shaymin. The only downside is both his Volcanions have Fighting Free Belts on them. But I guess if we attach 2 Strong Energies to Zygarde, we can knock out Shaymin, we can probably just knock out double Shaymin or something, which doesn't seem too bad, or Lysandre Shaymin, Lysandre bring another one. We do have 1 Lysandre left in the deck. There's another Parallel City coming down. Okay, did he put himself down to 3? Yeah, he put himself down to 3. Discards 1 of the Shaymins, which is a great play for sure. Do we do less damage? No, 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 we're still fine. So we're going to new hand up 4. And with this, we're looking for Carbinks. Like, that's the key thing right now, is to find some Carbink. There's Strong Energy, Scorched Earth, okay? And like I said, he's going to hit us, but we have a Strong Energy. We're going to heal ourselves, which is great. So Power Heater for 30, and we're just going to heal that damage with Storm, which is fantastic. So we'll see if Fire Energy probably go to the Volcanion and the Shaymin, okay? And on our turn, what do we get? We get a Fighting Energy. So with Scorched Earth, we'll put a Fighting Energy in the active. I'm not going to bump the Scorched Earth, the Parallel City, because I don't want him to put down the stadium right now. And he has 2 Scorched Earths already Discard Ball. So I'm just going to Cell Storm for 6, 8, 10. Not taking a knockout, but we heal that 30 damage. Alright, so my opponent's turn. I guess, no, it's fine. I think it's fine regardless. Maybe we should have dig for Carbink. That could have been a great thing as well. Yeah, maybe get Carbink because we could have knocked out Volcanion next turn. Yeah, so maybe Scorched Earth Fighting might be a better play to try to find a Carbink. Alright, but does he find a Fire G or not? Right now he has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Fire into play. So there's a Fire Engine going to the active. We'll probably see a switch into the Volcanion. Use the Steam Artillery for 100 damage, 110. And now we're kind of in a pickle. Yeah, we're in a kind of weird situation. So Steam Artillery, going to do 110 to our Zygarde. Onto our turn, what do we get? We get a Power Memory. So we'll put down the Scorched Earth. We will Scorched Earth, discard a Fire, draw 2 new cards. There's a Carbink and a Trainer's Mail. Okay. 20, 40, 60, 80. Okay. It's enough for a knockout. If we just dig for energy right now, we can knock out Volcanion with the power, with the Land's Wrap, and the intake can't knock. Well, yeah, no, he can't. 20, 40, 60, 70. Not enough for a knockout. If we sell Storm to heal 30, you bring us down to 110, but then Steam Artillery still knocks us out. Okay, so I'm going to Trainers Mail. Look at top cards of our deck. We'll grab a VS Seeker. This is a weird situation right now. So I'm going to VS Seeker, right? We'll put down Carbink. And okay. Let's think about this. How do we do this play? I can VS Seeker for Olympia to Garbodor, the switch, Storm to heal 90 this turn. Or 60 this turn, and then we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 140 HP left, so he can't really knock us out. But then he can knock us out the following turn, and we don't have a supported card, unfortunately. Alright, do we VS Seeker for ending a new hand at 4? Yeah, I'm going to switch first, and then Garbodor. Then I'm going to VS Seeker for it in. Alright, yeah, I'm going to VS Seeker for end, get a new hand at 4. Okay, and hopefully find... Okay, Carbink Break, and... Alright, we gotta be careful, because we're almost going to deck out. Now, we can retreat and attack for a knockout. But we need a Fighting Energy and a Zygarde, because that Entei is very scary. So weird right now. Okay, we can retreat to Trubbish and just pass, which I think is what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to retreat to Trubbish and just pass right now. Yeah. Alright, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to treat Trubbish just pass right now. He can knock us out, whatever. He can Steam Artillery for the knockout to 110 damage. If he has the VS Seeker, he's going to bring up the Herd Zygarde. Okay. Or he can bring up Garbodor. Let's see. So he's probably going to bring the Zygarde up, right? So going to do that. Okay. Bring up the Zygarde. Take a knockout. So Lysandre bring the Zygarde up. Alright, so now we're in pickle. We could have maybe knocked it out last turn. But, man, I didn't know what I'd draw into. Okay, so there's bringing up the Zygarde. Going to get 3 prize cards. The Volcanion coming down. Okay. Alright, so Steam Artillery for the knockout. With this, we need to top deck a Zygarde right now. If we top deck a Zygarde, we might be okay. So send up Carbink. Alright. And on our turn, what do we get? We get a Zygarde. Wow. So, Carbink. Zygarde. Fighting Energy. And we will use Diamond Gift. Put 2 Strong Energies onto the Zygarde. But why did we not use Skyla? That was a dumb misplay by me. So we'll put 2 Strong Energies on the Zygarde. Alright. And on our opponent's turn, he can knock us out, going down to 2 prize cards. So 7, 8. Okay, alright. So we have 1 Strong Energy left somewhere. So Fire Engine going to Volcanion EX. Okay. He's gonna take a knockout for sure. He can Steam Artillery for knockout. And there's a VS Seeker for a Lysandre. Bringing the Zygarde up again. He could bring up Garbodor, which might actually seem like a better play. So yeah, bring the Garbodor up, and that can maybe seal him the game. So Steam Artillery, wait, how many Lysandres has our opponent play? 3 VS Seekers and 1 Lysandre. So send this Carbink, okay. And on our turn, what do we get? We get a Lysandre, okay. Huh. 3 cards left in the deck. So let's Skyla. Let's see what's left in there. So we just know everything. So Max Elixir, Power Memory, Carbink. So that's pretty... Like, we don't need these cards. So we're going to press done. We have 3 turns to win the game. How many light VS Seekers? So 1 VS Seeker is in our price cards. So what we should have done was Lysandre to bring in the Volcanion, taking a knockout this turn. Yeah, that was we should have just Lysandre the Volcanion. Power Memory, this guy... No, we gotta hold on to our cards. So I'm gonna Diamond Gift for 20. Put a Strong Energy and a Fighting Energy on this guy. He's gonna take a knockout going down to 1. Yeah, I definitely should have Lysandre to bring this guy up. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna draw a card. But now he's free to use Steam Up. Okay, so that's very scary. That's very scary. So what a die ball? That's cool. I'm gonna die ball for Volcanion-EX, okay. The Volcanion-EX coming down to the field. Yeah, we definitely should have Lysandre this guy up, taking a knockout, and the next turn Lysandre to knock out this guy. That was definitely a horrible misplay by me, and then we could have Lysandre anybody want to win the game. If we had hit VS Seeker off these 2 prize cards, that's the big thing. Do we hit VS Seeker off these 2 prize cards or not? Okay. Huh. 110, 30, 60. So I think our plan right now. Okay. I think our plan is to bring... Oh, he's actually retreating to Volcanion. Okay. Interesting for sure. I thought you would want to take the knockout. Unless he wants to accelerate energies right now. That could be a great play as well. Just accelerate the energies, put in the field. Now, we can do 2 things. We can be aggressive, bring up the Shaymin, take a knockout, then Lysandre the Volcanion-EX and take a knockout that way. That could be a play. That could be one thing we could do. The only thing that's scary is this Volcanion-EX. He could knock us out next turn with this Volcanion-EX. He needs to do 190 damage, which is just 2 pump ups. Okay. We know we don't have any switches left, right? We know we don't have any switches left. We have Power Memory. 2 of the cards are pretty dead, like Carbink BREAK or something else. So see Fighter's going to deactive. We'll see a Power Heater. And can he find 2 Fire Energies next turn? There's a Steam at number 1. If I'm an opponent, I definitely would hold him to these Fire Energies. I don't know why you'd play them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so discards a bunch of cards. Go down to 9 prize cards. If he finds a Fishman, he can win next turn. Okay, alright. So it'll come down to, does the opponent have 2 Fire Energies? There's a Fighting Field going to the Volcanion-EX. Don't care about that. So see Power Heater for 60 damage. Okay. Yeah, I think our plan is to... Yeah, Lysandre Shaymin, and hope he doesn't have triple Fire Energy. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 energies on the field. So yeah, we're gonna risk it. We're gonna treat to the Zygarde. We're gonna Lysandre bring up the Shaymin, and we're going to Lysandre for the knockout. Yeah. We're going to go down to 2 prize cards. But if my opponent has 3 Fire Energies, they can win right now. They can attach and double pump up. Alright, so see Fire Energy. Okay, so no Lysandre just yet, which is very unfortunate. That's something we do not want to see. Alright, so does he send a Volcanion-EX? Oh, man. That means he probably has it. Like, why would you do this if you did not have this? So see Volcanion-EX coming up. Fire Energy deactive. Does he have double pump up? Oh, man. So, Steam. Okay, the Steam at number 1. Okay, does he have another Steam up or not? Oh, man. Okay, later. Does he have more fires left in his deck? And he has 1 Fire Energy left, and that will be enough to win the game. Oh, my goodness. So close. Oh, man. I guess, like, the play of, like... Man. So is he sick of Steam up? I don't know if that Lysandre play would have made a difference bringing the Volcanion-EX. Man, that was a really close game. I think the very unfortunate part about this game is that we discarded all of our Carbink. So 200 damage, Zygarde just barely getting knocked out. Oh no. But I mean, imagine if he didn't have this, he would still win. We did not hit our last VS Seeker, we would not have brought a Volcanion, and we would have lost regardless. Unless, was that our 4th VS Seeker? I don't think it was. Like, I'm pretty sure we had one more left in the prize cards, like I said. But there you go, really, really close game. Oh man, we just barely missed it. This deck does struggle against with 9EX, as you saw there. Like, they had so much HP, and what do you do against them? Like, I had really cool plays of where I can like keep Cell Storming, but that didn't work out. But there you guys, there's the Zygarde-Carbink deck. Now, unfortunately, like I said, that game we discarded a bunch of Carbink breaks in the first turn, which turned out to be a huge downfall. If we had Carbink breaks, we might have been okay to accelerate energies more onto the field, but unfortunately we did not have this. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I still think this deck is really, really strong. I mean, we barely lost Volcanion. Maybe playing a second Garbodor could be great. Maybe another Super Rod or Brock's Grit could be great as well. Maybe adding those into your decks is not a bad thing at all. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great Monday. Alrighty, bye.
Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.